Be very quiet, everybody. We don't want to startle it. It likes the fruit.
I'll go. What is that?
Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to today's live stream where we're going to be talking about the reality of Titans having once walked our plane of existence, and the even more interesting reality that their bodies are petrified and still with us today.
For those of you lucky enough to not be in the know, this is JDreamers. He runs a very popular YouTube channel with far too many followers, zero credibility in the topics he discusses, and, I would assume, one of the best dealers in the business on speed dial. Because, oh lordy, does he have some wackadoo ideas.
This is the wave behind us. Now, we're going to be talking about the ancient Titans. Science would just tell you that this is just a rock formation created by wind and rain over time. You know, it's really windy and, I could just hear their scientific bullcrap.
Don't wave your fancy degrees at me.
Right now, I could hear all the scientists trying to tell me and explain away this strange rock formation. As a matter of fact, I can hear them trying to explain away everything, don't they? They try to explain everything. And the more they try to explain it with their scientific, mad scientist kind of technical jargon, the more lost I am.
There you have it, folks. The solitary, only bit of truth in this entire presentation.
I think when people ask a lot of questions, good questions, when people use reasoning and research and their creative minds, and they start trying to figure out, hey, what about this and what about that? It seems to me that the educated class of our world has been taught from birth, basically, to just continue talking until you feel like you've made sense. And then you have to be very confident in that. And then other people would just go, oh, okay, I didn't understand a damn word you just said, but all right. Anyway, thanks for that.
Hey, Bob, you remember the other day you were asking me what the definition of irony was, and I said, ah!
There is a lot to unpack there. Sadly, being a member of
educated class of our world,
I would obviously bore you with my pandering, demeaning rhetoric and my supercalifragilistically long pseudo-wordonyms. And let's be honest here. Continuously talking and talking as you try to make up a point is just an obvious ploy to cover the fact that you're just making shit up.
I'm very important.
So I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm going to give it to you in simple terms. What you're looking at right now is, or it seems very strongly to me to be, is this muscle body tissue, or muscle strands, muscle fibers, right?
That's quite the claim you make there, because to me that looks like geology. So let's see your evidence.
Okay, so this is pretty much what that other picture looks like, right? Oh, I forgot about that one. Okay, we'll get back to that one in a minute. But this is synonymous with this, or these things as well.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
God, I really hope you have more to offer your case than the world's shittiest game of Spot the Difference. If you want to make the stupidly bold assertion that a sandstone formation is actually human flesh at giant scale, you had better come prepared with some strong-ass evidence.
The Titans once walked our realm, and these were beings much bigger. I'm not talking about giants. I will talk about giants another time. I correlate the giants with the elven race, or the the god race.
Bullshit.
For this video, I'm talking specifically about the titanic race of beings that had their hand in terraforming our world, shaping our world, changing its geographical features, okay?
Yeah, you thought my joke at the beginning about this guy having the best dealer in the market on speed dial was just some offhanded joke? No. This dude only smokes, or I probably ingest, given the topic here, the most premium shit.
This is not taught in schools. This is passed down in historical records all across the world and across time as well. Now, it hasn't made the list, it hasn't made the cut in our academia today. It's not going to be taught to you in schools, elementary school, junior high or high school, or college, really. It will be taught in the form of mythology, legends, fairy tales. It will be presented to you as if it's not true, as if it never happened, as if it's not plausible or even possible. To just continue talking until you feel like you've made sense.
Huh. Irony!
These titans walked our world, cataclysm struck that ancient world, and turned everything that once existed, all life, all technology, all plants and animals, into rock. They literally solidified.
Fantastic. More amazingly broad, sweeping claims and assertions. I am sure this time you will finally show some evidence.
This looks very much like muscle tissue, basically. And I'm not the type of person, for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm not the type of person to just jump on board with the first thing I hear.
JDreamers, why are you talking about yourself? You claim that this sandstone is actually Titan flesh turned to stone via some great cataclysm. So, show some proof.
You know, I went through the schooling process of being educated and learning all of the facts and Jeopardy questions and things like that. Okay, so I evolved from there. I grew out of that. I learned to trust in my ability to reason and balance it with my intuition, my gut. Sometimes you can just look at a thing and you can say, oh, I know what that is. You know, sometimes we're wrong. But when you have an overwhelming amount of evidence stacking up and piling up, that evidence gets weighty, it gets heavy, and it starts to develop more value. Okay, it starts to lean towards the area of truth and fact, as opposed to just wild guessing or a creative imagination. To just continue talking until you feel like you've made sense.
Huh. Irony!
Okay, so let's check out some more pictures. Like I said, this is muscle tissue, right? Similar to this one over here. And then we also have, these are some zoomed in close-ups of muscle tissue. Now, I really like this one because if you take a look at it, oh, my big head's in the way. If you take a look at it, it looks like a geographical formation. I mean, if it wasn't all tinted in that particular way or whatnot, it looks like it could totally be a place here on Earth that we could have visited. Now,
first of all, I think you mean geologic formation, not geographic. Secondly, so what if you think it looks like a rock? That doesn't mean the sandstone at the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument is actually some Titan's pecs. Thirdly, what aspect of this particular image of muscle fiber makes you think it looks like some sort of geographic or geologic formation? Please explain yourself.
So as you can see, wind and rain don't add up. And there's something about the world. That's why I'm doing this video. That's why I do all of these types of video. To many of us, we don't have the answers. We don't know it all. We're not the most intellectual of all people. But sometimes when we take a look at something, especially when we're talking about geographical formations and strange rock formations across the world, we would look at it and there's something eating away at us saying, there's something about that. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about that particular rock formation. We know that there's more to the story than what we are being told, what we're being taught.
I am still waiting for any sort of evidence, any sort of reasoning, anything at all besides, oh well, I sure think it looks like a meat. Come on, man. Give something, anything, please. That would just be so wonderful right now. And, as you would expect,
to just continue talking until you feel like you've made sense.
Huh. Irony!
What we're being taught is, you know, and I'm just going to make this up because I can totally hear your nutty professor telling you this, but, you know.
Yeah! Yeah!
This particular region of Arizona is prone to flash floodings, and so over time all of the flash floodings have smoothed out and created these ribbons of various colors. Now the various colors are due to eons and years and millennia of rock buildup, and what you're seeing here are the stratus of the various ones, and each one represents a different layer of time. Crap.
Could it be any more unsurprising that JDreamers here doesn't know jack shit about what he's talking about? He's trying to sound all humorous and faux intelligent by mocking supposed professors as they're going to wax philosophical about how they think this formed, and all of his statements are completely wrong. My suggestion to you, more so than getting your information from me, and definitely more so than getting your information from this jackass, would be simply to go look it up. As usual, I, unlike the people I make fun of, provide links in the description below. Go read up on the Wikipedia page on the wave. Find out more about it. If you want, look deeper into it, shoot a comment down below. I'll find you some articles that you can actually understand the geology behind this phenomenon. It's cool, it's interesting, it's reality, unlike whatever bullshit this guy's doing. And of course, to end the video,
to just continue talking until you feel like you've made sense.
Huh. Irony!